My country people, I don't come back again. We will try to connect one of the senator-elect, make it tell us waiting then get to talk about this struggle for NAS leadership and the place of zoning. But it be like saying the meeting because if he pick calls, make I hold on. But if we connect to them, as soon as we connect to them, we will bring them on set. But what we want to talk about now women and politics. I'm not going to lie for you. As soon as I see all the senators who they come out and say they want to be Senate president, this one say be a turn, this one say no, just disturb yourself, carry on, go our zone, and if you carry on, go our zone, not disturb yourself, carry on, come my village, because now my turn. The other one they say, not central, you understand, but then they wait, make party do their zoning. Now different things be that. What in my own fear now be say, women, not the formation. For now, the way this look up. But to look into this matter, and I say no matter bring Otunye, Abi, Anu, Oluwapo. Now woman she be. Why I carry her come here? We say I want make you woman. Tell me, what happen? When she say she want run for president. When I hear that, I shock. I say, this woman be remember for us. I know we say another political party. Which political party with that?
APC.
And you want to come out as president. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Use your mouth to introduce yourself to Nigeria.
Okay, people for us now well don't know. This is engineer Otunye Anu.
Engineer. Yes. We'll first start with your aspiration that time. What did make you say you won't run for the highest office of Nigeria that time?
Well, personally, at the time where the aspiration enter me, you know, when it comes to public service, if they get God hand inside, you go look where you grow up, look what's everybody's challenges. Then you now say, okay, I can be of help. Then you know, how can I be of help? Like me, the place where I did when the thought of being of help enter my mind was the state where I do my NYSC.
Which state is that?
That's Plateau State.
Okay.
So, and from Lagos, in that environment, though I don't pay for there, but as I pay for there, you know, reach to run for maybe councillor, co-governor, co-constituency member. The only office I could aspire, I could aim technically is presidency. So that was why I chose to launch out my aspiration on presidency there.
Okay. And so as a woman, when you talk that kind, you say you want contest election, nobody say that for council or consider president. How your family members, how they see you?
I didn't even tell my family members first. It was the people around me. Like I remember one good neighbor. Then when I mentioned it, he said, "If you do, I go vote for you," because actually they know I'm an ex-copper. So to now see the futures of tomorrow, as they normally tell us when we did school, aspiring for such office, I think he gave that positive response. Then Facebook, though of course the answer, everybody was not saying yes. I remember somebody, a very close man, when I mentioned him, he sent me video of lion wey kill dog. Now the video of lion wey kill dog, now he sent me say, he just say he said that dog he too read motivational book.
Okay.
Now the thing so that is to say maybe motivational book they pop in my head. So make I see wetin go do me when I can't say I just keep quiet. I say if now God, he knows wetin he go do. Wetin I tell you so, this is about 3 or 4 years ago. And as of that 3-4 years, I don't even know say the program like wetin dey happen there. And see me here today talking about it, even in the heat of elections. So the basic point is that as a reputable citizen of Nigeria, as a leader of tomorrow, as we are called, the youth,
maybe as we are called, now what will you be?
As even youth, once you have it in mind that you can make impact, especially from what you have seen, the Lagos I grew up in, the Plateau State I found myself, is enough to know what Nigeria is, the demographics of Nigeria, the age, the people, their challenges, especially people in the grassroots. And then the people who sleep and wake up in their streets, say good morning to their neighbor, like that. What do they face daily? There in Plateau, I was very close to the farmers, the market women, a lot of people, the children. I know what sleep and wake up Monday to Sunday is like for them. So, and as a learned person, a university graduate,
engineer for that matter.
So I can think of one thing or the other wey fit happen to help these people, or what these people even want majorly is what I will even say. Not just what I can do to help them, but what is even in their heart, what they wish to be seeing, what they wish to be hearing.
Okay, so I should be like this now. I wish you can't win that presidency wey they find that time. What will be the things wey you for fit do to change the lives of Nigerians? Because as it be so now, person they know something finish. Our president-elect, they listen to this program now, go say, these things wey this woman outline, so now the things we supposed to take up. What will be the things wey you feel say, if they do them, Nigerians will smile in less than 1 year?
Number one is public reorientation.
Now, which one be public? Which one be reorientation?
Good. That is to say, there is need for us as Nigerian people to even know, say, we dey Nigeria, Nigeria, we be Nigerians. That alertness, that awareness needs to enter the interiors of our grassroots communities. Today now, if you watch television, they will talk about constitution, policy. To what extent are the people in the grassroots areas aware of these things? Are we together? In fact, they just send their children to school because it is the norm. Okay, let these children will come, will learn something, they will get a job, they will relieve my suffering of going to farm. But there needs to be a reorientation of people towards the Nigerian state, what to expect from Nigeria, and how best they too can give back to Nigeria. And with that, we will keep moving forward. Another thing I would like to see happen, that which I know will change the narrative in Nigeria, is massive industrial campaign, as it were. We have a youth population that even for now, they don't even need, some of them, they don't even need to work before they, they don't even need to work before they eat. While some, they are in massive poverty, abject poverty. What do I mean by some don't need to work before they eat? And yet, how does industrial campaign, how does the establishment of industrial revolution, how does that affect them? Okay, the general saying is that an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So if we have these teeming youth, energetic humans who even on their own they can sleep, wake up and still feed for the next 20, maybe because of the, especially maybe because of their parents, what of the idleness? I'm sure they will like, there's something called there's something in psychology that the satisfaction you get from working, just the sense of being responsible, dignity, thank you. So that just that sense of being responsible, they want it in work, and that can be tapped into, because that will affect the cost of labor. Are we together? If all that a man is looking for a job for is what to eat, that affects the cost of labor, Abi. And the industry is targeting the cost of labor in citing its production facility. Are we together? If I'm going to employ 10 people and all of them will cost me 20k, that's 200k, Abi. And in another area, if I employ the same 10 people, they are ready to, even if it's just 5k I give them, because why? It's not for their food, it's just that they shall want to wake up and go somewhere and be useful. Then I will locate my industry there. Is that not so?
Yes.
So that aspect of us need be tapped into going forward, because we have a good number, a lot of parents right now, they are even ready, they are aware of how things are. I say, let my pikin shall get up, may go somewhere, come back. Once he is busy, I'm sure he will not be engaged in unnecessary things. Like all this drug over the year now. Thank you.
What more go on that part? Every country people are still progressing their app on watch. So like I tell you before, this morning when we start, I tell you say we know we'll take calls, but we'll take SMSs. We will take a text message and WhatsApp. Now we will take today na text message and WhatsApp. Because we no want open phone line because of this one chance something talk am as e be for text message or WhatsApp. I dey here for studio since with Toye and no Luwakpo, na woman wey be say dey politics, but I no know wetin give her the mind. We say want be president, no be for any small party. thank God say friend tell and say lion I go chop lion I go chop you. But what be the issues wey you feel say women dey face wey make them dey feel dey actively involved in politics? One, and I go ask you another one again. And you wey dey watch me so, send me text message. Wetin you feel say be the issues wey women face for politics? I no go lie for you because this National Assembly leadership wey dey try to form now, e dey shock me say na men I dey see. One man even dey talk say na e turn, the other one dey talk say North Central, this one, that one, that one, that one. Wetin be women own inside? One man say women na use and dump. I say why you talk like that? Say check am now, make campaign finish, you go so see. And campaign don finish, the first position wey you dey look for na Senate President, and the people wey don come back come talk, I never see any woman, and nobody don talk about woman as deputy Senate President, Speaker of the House. I never hear anything like that. But the ones who don't hear, na men. Wetin women dey face for politics? Na let me carry woman come today, so make she tell me how family dey see am, how environment dey see am, how political parties dey see am, how their own friends dey see am. She even tell her friends say she wan contest for president. Her friend show her picture of when dog lion chop dog, to show you say no hope at all for woman. If lion chop dog for picture, that means for real life the lion go devour human being. That's why I point out. My name is Kalemi Young, and anything we did make you do well because you no get for mine, still they get you for mine. I stay here with her. I know Oluwapo. Wetin be the issues wey women dey face for politics? Now I wan hear from you.
Okay, thank you. If I'm to list them, I think it's just about three majorly. I will stay with those three. The first one, as they teach us for school that, and they say technical know-how. As the word know-how, that is how to do something, how to enter politics, how to stay in politics. It's interesting to know that there are three types of women very close to the politics environment. We have people who are just coming in. We have people who have been around, and then we have those who are made. When I say those who are made, say somebody like Otunye is made. Some women in some ministries, government offices like that, you see they are like on their way if they choose to want to enter governance besides just the civil service engagement. And we have those who are coming up, like myself, as it were, who of course have had the exposure to the civil service, the government parastatals, how they run things before something of this, and then being a university graduate in the school there, you are 24
politics
hours
they play
ahead. So technical know-how, how to plot, like people say, they say politics is a game. In fact, a lot of things in life is game. So politics too as a game gets in rules. In boxing, you get as you go do where you go win.
Yeah.
In football, you get in your own
rules now.
Table tennis,
Everything there.
So politics too gets in your own rules. So you can imagine a woman wey no know the rules of table tennis, carry bat, carry egg. How you go do? So politics too, technical know-how. Maybe some women, they don't know this technical know-how of how to plot their game and get where they are going. So that is a challenge. It is not in the know. It seems politics is so natural with men compared to women. So that technical know-how is a challenge. Then the second challenge where I noticed is what I would call gender toxicity.
Okay.
You know now, as the whole of politics now, you see men plenty.
Alayo. Campaign, we dey see women plenty.
Okay, now let me clarify myself. What I mean is, in governance.
Okay, na governance
you go see men plenty. And that's even the where I'm even going. You go see men plenty. Meanwhile, before they enter, you go see women for campaign. So it is that governance majorly. So it's not a question of how will a woman go from being a campaigner, a voter, to being one wey dey inside office. Abi
when they give una those things, una dey like collect rapper. I no say na like rapper well. So when they give una rapper, I not tell them say wait. After this rapper, wetin be our own?
I think this is the answer to that question is that technical know-how I mentioned first. Because most women, they will just say, may we dey where dem put us. Abi when men come, may we go. Because they themselves don't know how to stand up on their own. And as the environment dey gender toxic, a woman will not want to find herself in the same boxing ring with a man.
But you not like this now. You get the man, so you want enter ring that time. Okay. Wetin make you and then pursue you from the ring, or now you know fit fight with the ring?
It's all these challenges put together. Now the third challenge wey I bin wan mention is funding.
Okay.
Now election now to be in
candidates
to become candidate, then before we now talk of electioneering and everything, they say better soup
na money kill am.
So as a political aspirant, one must be in research and development. As in you plot your game at home
before the time.
Then by the time it is campaigning election season, you will need to spend on publicity to go out. And as a woman, you may not have the money. Take for example now, election season has to some extent has gone. In the next 4 years, 2027 or after it 2031, there will these offices will be open for vying for again. So between now and then, an applicant will stay in research and development. That is how to up his or her game, and not just how to up his or her game, how to be of better use to the nation. Because in the next 4 years, a lot of things will be happening. An aspirant must stay in the know. He must continue to know what is happening. He must continue to do research, understudy different arms of government, different ministries, even that of other countries, both neighboring countries in Africa and countries, major world powers, the moves they are making. Like USA now, recently, we are hearing how often USA has been visiting Nigeria, Africa to strengthen ties with Africa. Meanwhile, it is said that China has already beaten them to the game. So the question is, where is Nigeria in this drama? So as a political aspirant, all these things must be, you must be out and ready. So
before you that time you say you want contest, you don't really enter you like this now. You don't sabi all these things.
Yes, for like I said, growing up in Lagos, my parents were civil servants. Though my father is retired and a teacher, so we grew up in front of the television watching NTA news.
Okay.
So you are always hearing what is happening, every tenure of government. And as my father, a civil servant, is always, their salaries is coming from the government, so they are always discussing government. So there is an enlightenment to know that, okay, this is that. Even so hearing the news, I'm the kind of person that when I hear news, I make sense of what I'm hearing. I'm not just hearing passing, waiting for Bollywood to come or waiting for I'm not saying it's wrong to watch Bollywood and see what do, but you have to stay in the know what is happening. And then from your study, of course, I'm not as old as Nigeria. History books telling us what has been happening, I'm learned enough to even read on my own, even though that is not my direct discipline. As an engineer, it is your job to research things and notice the problem, trace the problem to the source, and help find solutions to it. So coming into politics now, it's an advantage. And then we begin to start make all this research. As a political aspirant, like I said, you stay in that research and development, so that by the time it's election season, you can be worth the money.
You talk of money now. Money, how you see the power of money for politics for Nigeria? Is they powerful, or the person and the money, which one is more important?
The interesting thing is that the person is more important than the money, because we are talking about the mind that knows things.
But why you can't say you need money for most of the things, so you need to do political?
Like, I mentioned 3 challenges: technical know-how, the gender sensitivity, and funding. So the funding now, it's the process. Normally, when you have a research and development environment,
every money you need.
Thank you. Even my upbringing that brought me to being the person that you can talk about politics today. Now, money is shop to go school, to come back, to buy textbook, to read them. Go read
to campaign, to go around, make them know you.
So now, when it now comes to make them know me, it is money. So all those kind of things calls for funding. And as an individual, you are either suitably employed to be able to fund these things yourself, or you are supported either by friends and family, which was what I was looking for when I got the video of Lion Shop Dog. As of that time, because there was need for social media, at least even on social media or TV. Yes, the publicity of it, as early as, even if it's only 3,000 person or 30,000 person I was able to make my ambition known to, it's a starting point as far as the strategy of politics is concerned. If not this 2023, at least by 2027 they will say, yes, 2023 she made the effort. And of course, the older the sweeter. That's how the wine is. So somebody who tried to get on board 2023, of course by now it's 2027, we want to expect that the
so what you come kill your moral that lion wey chop dog. So now you not get any aspiration again because of the lion chop dog.
No, not at all. I want to believe, in fact, in the moment then it saddened my heart towards my friend. So I'm sure right now he will be regret, he will be feeling like I shouldn't have felt that way towards this girl's aspiration, because that was as early as 2 years before everybody start coming up. Look at what happened in the primaries. As of 2019, the last election, everybody surrendered. Buhari, Buhari was our President Buhari was running for presidency from the ruling party. What happened? Oga Atiku from the opposition party, and everybody hands off, made them play their game. I been able to.
Yes, ma'am.
But this one, wetin come happen? About 18 candidates all vying for
position.
Despite the underlying thought that zoning or power shifting, it don't go south, it don't go north, it suppose come southwest. But look at what played out. 18, in fact, everybody was out for the office. So that is to say that no one should underestimate anybody. What he failed to realize was that it's a starting point. I'm wrong. Okay, let's give you the needed push. Even if it's just his own social media and post me there. Is that not so? Even if it's just his own social page.
If don't post you there, what about the paymaster? How you feel say paymaster go fee?
You pay master how?
No, every politician get their paymaster.
No, this is not even a politician. No. Okay. As a friend, as in the family members have campaigned to, you just put in the positive word that it's not a bad thing. This is how you have to start from somewhere.
Even when I know say you not will win. You been think say you will win.
I never give the thought of whether I will win or I will not win. I just say, this is more like public service. I desire to be of help to people, and it would have been very good for Nigeria, a young female educated, we say African child. Now we want to get the African girl child. So it would have been a very beautiful thing for tourism, for people's morale, development, and everything. But I just keep doing I just keep living each day, going towards what can be done. I'm not only a political aspirant, as it is, I'm an engineer. I'm a social psychologist, a content consultant, a public affairs analyst. Even at home, I know what many things I do as a family woman. So I have a lot of things on my mind, but I'm not the type that say, I feed my pikin, he vomit, I no go feed am again. She again, or I wear clothes, it's here, I go throw am. No, thank you. So as I said, it's a coming out.
But you know, as a woman, you don't try, don't test the waters, and you see as it be. What would be your advice to women who really want join politics? They don't want contest political office, but they just want test how politics they play for Nigeria. What would be your advice to them?
What I go tell them is say, politics is a step going into governance, and governance is a machine, a ship that need women inside, because governance is like the parents. The citizenry, we are like the children. Are we together? So you can imagine a family where the man is a widower and he has children to look after, and he is saying he no go marry again. He go dey take care of him. If not for the children, for himself, man, he need woman. For the children, most importantly, he need woman. So whether he go marry another one to be stepmother, are we together? To fill the void of their dead mother, it is important. So likewise too in governance, there are a lot of issues that calls for women input, especially in position of decision making. It is one thing to sample the opinion of women outside. It's another thing for the person who know how the thing they be to be part of those who will make decision on the whole thing. Imagine recently, the Code of Conduct Bureau, our president appointed 5 officials, 4 men, 1 woman. It's a nice one. That's just 20%. But it will also be nice if it were 3 men, 2 women.
you know, we might be a liver twist. I always want so much. And I can see that here we will quench the fire today for our program, waiting to happen. Tomorrow we will come here again 8:30 in the morning to come continue the same matter. Tomorrow, I beg, we will connect with those people, may they tell us more about this tussle we have for political parties for Nigeria. ABGA, National Assembly, they say they won't choose leadership. Some people say their turn. What will be the role of zoning for this matter? Now, competence we will use, or we will use zoning. Tomorrow, now we will really touch light for this matter of National Assembly leadership. So I there for studio since with Otunye and no Luakbo. And she be doing how you get mind. He said we won't contest, so you get mind though. You say we the president of Nigeria. God will give you the ability. Continue, not lose hope.
Yes.
Hope day. And my name is Kanem Ian. Anything we do make you do well because who you not get for mind, fit they get you for mind. I'll soon here tomorrow 8:30. But not go anywhere. ITV get programs lined up for you for today. Bye bye for now.